I'm feeling. He's basically like, pity me. And she looks kind of irritated. She was like, why do we have to deal with this? She was thinking to herself just before this an uncountable number of days for like how long they've had to deal with this, pretty much, I believe, is what she was thinking. Gray's response was actually in reference to what Nightmare had said about look out, like look at how he was feeling and like look at the weather and everything. So Gray responded back, he's like, oh, so you want to play in the snow? Don't you have a lot of work to do? Huh. So even though he's still pulling the pity me card, he's like reminding him, oh, but you wanted to play in the snow. Huh. And she's thinking to herself, we haven't made any progress in our work for an increased number of hours because of Nightmare and his illness and the mess of blood that had flown every which way. And she's like, I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have dealt with it the way that Gray has. And he's like, I'd love to be able to do those things. Don't you know I love this season? He's like, I just can't afford it. And this is her thinking to herself. Roughly, I think she was mentioning that our hands are full of surprises, or that life hands us a lot of surprises. And Gray was remarking to what Nightmare had said about not being able to go outside or do these things or like complete his work because of his illness. this response. He was like, he's like, even if this wasn't the case, you'd be puzzled for another excuse, basically. Like something else to be able to say to get out of doing it. She was commenting to herself that she was shocked that he had just like outright straightforward like said that he was a slacker. Gray's usually really professional and well behaved in front of her as a mask, but he was actually an assassin and was assigned to killing Nightmare, which you find out like in a couple different ways and in a couple different games. So she's thinking to herself that the change this time, it was not crustal movement, so it's topographical, she was thinking, and that it doesn't mean that the crustal movements have changed. So what are they talking about? And then this was their response. Oh no, but
大丈夫だよ。心配するようなことはない。何かが消えたというようなこともね。
So Gray was cutting in and saying like, oh no. But this is, and then Nightmare cuts in with like his smug remark, and he tells them that it's alright, there's no information to distribute, that something has just gone away. And she's like, what?
ただ、エイプリルシーズンについては知っておくべきだな。君にとっては初めてだろう。ん？
So she was thinking to herself just before this that after his little smug statement, that it was a very bad way of saying things, like of saying anything. And this is Nightmare's response, because again, he can read people's thoughts, so like he understands the context of what she was thinking and stating.
April season. 確かにそれは君も知っておくべきだな。
So Nightmare cuts in actually starts to explain about the event, like what's going on and what happened. And he's like, well, it's about April season. You should know. It's a first time for you, Alice. And Gray cuts in. Gray doesn't quite understand that she's an outsider, that she's literally from a different world and things work differently just yet, because she's still kind of newly moved, depending on which route you took. You may not have spent enough time with him for him to understand the difference. But he's like, April is the season for April. Like, she should just know. And then he's like, you should know it. She was thinking to herself, April season, what's that? That makes no sense to me. But April season is the event. It's what they call it. For April Fools. And she's commenting about that. April Fool's Day. I heard about the April season, but I think I'm missing something. And she's like, far from April season, the scenery outside the window is purely winter. Alright, you guys, we're going to stop here. This is pretty much the second part of the prologue. We're going to start stat building and also who you're going to start visiting. So that's how you're going to end up on a route for a certain person. And I'll try to get up another video by next week, so that way they're kind of keeping pace with each other, because the next video for Clover should be about the same thing at the end or during it. And have a lovely night. Bye, you guys.